And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys look it up, 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created. In Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I've had non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah.
There's another short hat.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do deserve it.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working. Mandy says that Dolly grips harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable.
Get pulled out, bitch. You don't grip them.
I really haven't been grifting hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have cancer.
Bank account transfer?
Transfer your PP.
I don't know what Eclipse says. You have cancer. Alright, but seriously, donate some fucking money just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
so I think
and unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallets, open your heart.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic, I just need some money.
God is so the stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.
You choose what you allow. How is everyone doing today? It's going to be a short stream. Chuck, the link is up if you want to hit it. Cynthia, you can also hit the link. I just want to do a stream for the supporters, about 30 minutes to an hour. A stream for the supporters to let them know that I care about them because I haven't streamed in about 3 days. And that I appreciate the support from everybody. So, right now we're going to be handling some channel logistics. For instance, I've talked to a couple people, and personally speaking, oh Lord, no wonder Chuck made that joke. We call him Ashtray, not Ashley. That's funny. But for those of you who don't know, I went and hung out with my cousin, Ashtray, got really high, did some shrooms. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, well, what have we got here? That's the poor box. It sure is.
Thank you, Gorilla Biscuits. And Gorilla Biscuit says, welcome back.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure, and maybe want to dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my beer, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack, but luckily this is no backing on it to relax my mind, sipping something red wine. I sit bruised from chalices, holding my palaces, grip is so crampy, sucker suffer from paralysis. Rhymes, I write them in the.
No, I didn't get why you made that joke. I'm like, he's a boy. Why is Chuck being gay? And then I see Ashley. I'm like, oh. No, I feel stupid. But I was with my cousin Ashtray, his baby mama, and you know why the haters don't bother me? Why I can talk to Paul and OTW and they say the dumbest shit and not get mad? Because I want you haters to know, you cannot hate me more than my cousin's baby mama. I see that bitch. Oh, hey Cynthia, I see you back there. I'm sorry. I see that bitch, and her entire day is ruined when we make eye contact. I walk into that bitch's house. I'm like, "Hello, Satan." She just starts to she chops on that fucking menstrual cycle and tries to run me over. I sidestep and clothesline that bitch. We are locked in internal battle. She can't stand my ass. She loves my weed and drugs. It's crazy how it works.
Nice. What up, homie? I've been away too for a few days. So did I miss anything? Is there anything going on that I need to know about in our metaversal side of this world?
Girl, I don't know. I have been tripping out on fucking mushrooms for like 3 days. I have no idea. I've been smoking weed, eating mushrooms, eating mushroom bars, eating straight mushrooms, fucking drinking. I ordered me 6 bottles of fucking wine on the internet. Like
oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I have been tore the fuck up for like 3 days straight.
Oh my gosh. I was in the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I'm better. But you drink everything you're doing is probably what have put me in the hospital for my kidney. So be careful.
I did not do cocaine. I stayed away from hard drugs.
Good.
Sometimes I gotta party and rebalance my humor and let myself know who I am.
Gotcha.
Like sometimes I need a reset.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I was wanting to know what's going on with Snow and NPC.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
Gotcha.
They're not in the chat. It's just I don't care.
Okay.
I will say this. Snow reached out to me and wants me to let her say her side, and since my channel is known for that, I am going to do that.
Yay.
Same thing with Melanie and the
Melanie the
Raging Tomato. Yeah.
Okay. Wait,
but
Melanie
I'm just
and Tomato have a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But I'm not gonna get stuck in the monotony and the bullshit with their stuff because I could care less.
Sorry, my mic wasn't working.
Gotcha.
So, and apparently, I was right. NPC's friends do hate me, but I don't care. Talking about the haters, do you guys want me to do a stream on my backstory? If yes, please explain in the comments. If no, please explain in the comments. I know that this has a overwhelming majority yes, but I don't believe in democracy, so I will not be doing this.
Excellent. I mean, I didn't do a stream of my backstory, even though I have a very long one, because I don't want idiots trying to pretend they know me when they don't. I say, don't bother.
Yeah.
What do you mean backstory of your life? Backstory?
No,
of
just the backstory. Backstory. Just backstory in general. It could have been either or. It was basically a Q&A.
Yeah, I say them figure out for themselves.
Well, there was a lot of talk about narratives, and like everything is so political. I don't like the word narrative.
Okay.
So like, I'm not here to spread a fucking narrative. I'm just here to chill and hang out with people.
Right.
I've said this on a multitude of times.
I've heard you.
And like, there was some like Hank said, no, I get enough understanding by watching interactions. For example, I already know you're an MBTI XNTJ. I have no idea what that stuff is.
Cynthia knows.
Yes.
I'm an NTJP from the tests.
I'm an ENFJ.
And then Ike said yes, whatever you feel comfortable, because owning your own narrative makes a harder target to destroy. I like that. That's what had me doing it, was Ike. And then D3 said, yeah, don't dox yourself. I say yes, since you already sound like you have way more life-changing experience at a relatively young age compared to most people. Another reason I wanted to do it. But then I saw Snow and D3's message.
What did they say?
And I'm going to read Snow's first, because D3 message today is from today. But Snow is from when she was one of the first people to comment. It's not worth it. Nobody has your best interest. I would give it a little bit more time. Hashtag, I have no idea, 2027, I guess. Trust your intuition. The gut never lies. You have great judgment. People are watching you like a hawk. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's just her opinion. There has been shit been said by other people that has led me to believe that there are nefarious people out there that just want to fuck with me.
Duh.
And then things have happened, like on flows, that has shown that.
There's just nefarious people that just enjoy irritating.
If that's really you, 111, you're not allowed on this channel. You're a doxer, so you have a good one. Oh yeah, no, I'm going full fascismo on my channel as well. If I even bother continuing it, because the amount of bullshit on this YouTube is just fucking retarded.
It is a lot to deal with. You have to really be built for this.
I mean, there's enough arguing going on in the real world for everybody to just come on YouTube and do it.
Well, on YouTube, it's active recorded, so I know who's making stupid arguments. So that's why I like YouTube.
But laughing with Leah from the chat said, for background of understanding your personal experience in this big world, no doc, simply human understanding human. No, 111, you're not allowed up. That me banning you from the chat doesn't mean that you can come up and hit my panel.
Do you think that your backstory could help somebody, either with something they're going through, motivate them, or give them encouragement, or no?
I would hope so, but at this point it doesn't matter, because I've seen the way I've sat back the last 3 days in between the lulls of the partying, and I turned on my phone to see what the peeps on YouTube was up to, and it's just been bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. But D3 is really what made me make my final decision. No, it will be used against you. If you're trying to work on yourself and change, don't expose yourself. You will find yourself back at square one, fulfilling a narrative you are attempting to change. If you enjoy discussing ideas and having the freedom to state a thought, unpopular, don't arm the mob with your backstory. Be vulnerable around those that earn your trust, not YouTube. This place is rife with malignant narcissists that believe because they have strong feelings about anything they are unique and deserve to be safe.
Correct.
D3 hit it right on the money.
Yes.
Yep. No, and that right there made me decide not to do it, because, and it's not even just like the people like 111 Theory who dox and do stupid shit for no reason, right? They can just be blocked, and you don't have to have anything to do with them. It's the fucking people like NPC's crew. They have no reason to not like me, but yet they come on my channel and say shit. They come on flows and say shit. They're trying to stir drama between me and NPC, because at one point in time, I thought NPC didn't like me, and I was like, oh, I guess he must be putting out the word. And he came on, and he was like, I didn't do that, bro. And like, I don't trust anybody on the internet, but if somebody gives me their word, I'm going to go by it, because it's their word. You know what I'm saying? It only affects them if they're lying. And I don't think he's lying. I'm just noticing that there seems to be people bitching or complaining, like Paul, for instance, when I went on NPCs last night.
Paul Enslaved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul?
Yeah, he's ass mad about something, and he just wanted to turn the whole everything I talked about flow. And I'm like, you're just jealous of the man.
Yeah,
he's
obviously.
Like that for a while. Oh, that's his normal state.
Yeah, he's always about like, the power games. I'm so big. I have an ongoing challenge that you can accept.
I typically would agree, Rude Cunt Crab. I typically would agree.
Yeah.
But no, Paul, like, these people, bro, I don't know. And again, like I try to turn it back on because Paul's like, I teach people. I'm like, yeah, well, Flo teaches people how to make money on the internet. Well, I teach people how to beat the system. I'm like, hasn't there been multiple videos where people are getting arrested? Oh,
Yeah.
it's because they bitched out and they didn't fight the system. Oh, so you mean in order to fight the system, you have to get a criminal record?
Yeah, his biggest
Potential felonies.
What Pussy Paul says is his biggest what's it called? His best students, Brian O'Shea, who is literally a hobo. He drinks his own piss in front of cops. That's ridiculous.
I don't want to just talk shit on Paul because like I said, I have no enemies. I could care less about you people.
I have a long history of Paul, so I have a ground to stand.
By the way, Slick Rick, no, 111 isn't causing issues. I just am not going to allow him the platform to cause issues. Because though I'm an entertainer, I am responsible for what I put out here. So if he docks and harasses people or uses my platform to do that, I am responsible for it.
Yep. In fact, that banned word list is a godsend for controlling what shows up in your chat.
I may have to make use of that.
Paul and Flo go way back.
Well, I mean, like, personally, I don't care.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time you see me, because of course he had his yes man OTW, which annoyed me. So I'm like, OTW, I thought you were getting better. But hold on.
Yeah, I thought it was getting better too, but apparently it's just a cyclical thing. It's just in cycles. So
yeah.
Is that you, Chuck? Chuck Rooney.
Chuck, this be 111. Yes, Chuck.
Oh my God, Chuck! Stop.
Yeah.
What's up, Sasquatch? But no, like
beware the puppet master.
It's not even everybody on YouTube apparently. But I think that I will not be going on a lot of people's shows that I go on.
Oh,
just for the simple fact. Well, I'm talking about people like Tarek.
Oh,
I'll still go on flows. I'll probably still go on NPCs. I don't care. I like NPC as a person.
Yeah.
Beware the puppet master.
Me and him have good chemistry.
Yeah, I had an issue with Tarek too because he does that what's called spook casting. So he runs the show publicly, then he privates it. I can't support that because then if someone makes a claim about the show, then I don't have a reference to check, so someone could just he said she should lie about what happened on the show.
Yeah, Tarek's a coward. I can't stand him. I wish he would go away, but I will say I like the crew over there. I like that they stay over there. Lena, Venus, and Lindsay. I call them the three wicked witches. And Tarek, they're all over there together. So, yay for them.
Funny.
Like I said, I have no issue with anybody, but yeah, Rude Cunt Crab, you're 100% on the money for that.
Yep, 100.
Man, I'm sorry.
I'm not really dropping anybody. I'm just not going to a lot of people's panels anymore.
Man, I was also thinking about...
Congratulations, Austin. Hell yeah, let's go.
Not the live streamings, the vlogs, but then Hank says that those are the most dangerous. The IRL vlogs.
Absolutely. They are the most dangerous.
Yeah, because people could geo-track your location by seeing businesses in the background.
Yeah.
Yep. I downloaded some funny video. I made some funny videos while I was out with my cousin. Me and
the video. Can't you get the meta off the video?
Yes. If you have
that depends.
Yeah, it depends on the mode you're recording it. So it can be automatically embedded. That's usually done by default, but it's usually simpler just to geo-track by the local businesses.
Gotcha.
Typically, it's just the local businesses. But I recorded some funny videos, but then I realized some of those videos may be illegal. We drive on dirt roads when it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to get around that is that you probably just had to animate them and just say it wasn't you.
Because like my cousin and her brother when she gets to acting weird, because like I am a brat breaker. I have been not been shameful about that, and that's what makes her so angry. Is I'm the one dude besides her grandfather that doesn't bend over backwards to make her happy. So like when I come in, she starts bitching. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. She's like, this is my house. I'm like, do you pay the bills? My
There
cousin's
you
house.
go.
Show me
She's
your
like,
deed. Show me the
she's
deed.
like, and my cousin's just laughing. Her brother's laughing. I'm like, bro, because me and her brother are really good friends too. And then obviously I'm good friends with my cousin. And like she just gets so angry, and I like her brother will be rolling a blunt, and I'll take it. Like, here, smoke this. You can have all this by yourself. Just shut the fuck up, be a good girl.
I remember when I was still drinking, and we'd come down and visit my cousin. And if my cousin said, "Hey, bud, let's go store and get some chicken," they figured out real quick that we may or may not be back in 12 hours.
I
That
mean,
was
no,
cold.
the fucked up thing is my cousin is a young father. Like he's in his mid-20s, and he was a father at like 22.
I
And he
was a
has a lot.
father. Go ahead. Go.
Well, it's not a competition, Chuck. But
Oh, no.
he was a young father, and he's a few years younger than me. But I have to sometimes I have to take her side when he's like, well, let's go for a ride. Bro, I ain't been with him. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to be here and help her with your kid. But I work 12 hours a day, and then when I'm not working, I help the kid, and this is my only rhythm. Like, I get that, but you can't be gone. You can't just leave her 5 or 6 hours, go chilling with me. Like, so I have to give him basic dad or uncle or older cousin advice.
Well, good for you.
Like she gets happy about it, but then she goes back to hating me because I'm like an asshole.
What is it she doesn't like about you? Everything. And the silent creeps in.
Me and my cousin know. We just decided not to talk about it.
Cool.
She cheated on him,
And
I told him that he should kick her to the curve.
Oh,
say no more.
Yeah, but the thing is, he cheated on her a lot.
Oh.
Didn't just make an agreement that they could just do whoever they want, or they
No, because she's a spiteful, petty chick that wants everything her way. So
I just watched a police interview about a lady who was at her boyfriend's house, and her husband showed up and shot and 187 him. And throughout her whole interview, she just kept talking about how this was going to affect her life, and her coworkers weren't going to like her, and everybody was going to think she was the woman that got people 187. It was the weirdest interview.
I mean, she's not wrong.
But I mean,
the thing is,
your husband's in prison for life, and you're worried about what your coworkers think. You self-narcissistic woman, you.
Yes, there's a reason that every man that's ever broken up or been in a relationship with a woman is a narcissist, but the woman is not. There's a reason that stereotype exists.
Is it because narcissists are hot?
You set boundaries. You set boundaries and reasonable expectations as a man, and you're considered controlling and a narcissist. But you look at one woman's ass walking by because it's so fucking nice and round and reminds you of safety and warmth. And fucking your fucking girl's like, your girl smacks you in the back of the fucking head and like, you got me, but your ass is flat. All right.
Oh.
Hey, don't hate me, hate biology.
Well, I hate biology. Believe that. I hate biology.
But no, like, she hates me, and I walked through the door, and she started nagging and bitching, and like I told her brother, I pulled out my weed. I keep a nice little jar of fucking weed. I pop the tab, and I'm like, you smell it? You smell it? I whipped it under her nose. I'm like, oh, you can't have any. Then I hand it to her brother, and I'm like, you roll. I can't. I don't feel like rolling.
Now, I know you didn't do that in front of a kid now, did you?
No, I do not do anything in front of children.
Thank you.
Their baby was asleep, and his son was also asleep.
So, Miss Cynthia, what happened to you?
kidney stones. I didn't know those things were freaking hereditary.
Hereditary.
They can be hereditary. There are genes that support the I'm saying manufacturing, but the
We get it.
the building up of kidney stones. Like my homie's parents and his grandparents do not have kidney stones, but my boy, who I've also been hanging out with when I went with my cousin, has like a pouch of kidney stones in both kidneys.
Well, I drink like 75 ounces of water a day off the rip. Like I've always been the biggest water drinker, and I only allow myself 1 coffee a day. But that must have done some serious damage. And I didn't realize avocados and spinach and stuff like that was bad.
Yep.
Because I eat avocado and spinach and eggs every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am thinking I was being healthy, and I have really just
that's the thing. There's nothing in this world that's actually healthy. Everything's trying to kill you.
That right?
It's everything in moderation is the problem.
Man,
even with moderation, you'll still get kidney stones eating healthy stuff.
And I kept thinking about Paul, because you know how they were like, you got to put this mask on to walk into the clinic. I was like, give me that damn mask. I was in so much pain. And all these people who are like, I won't mask up when I'm told to. When you're in pain, you will do whatever you
do. They still make
medical get that help you need.
Not here.
They still make people mask up.
It's localized.
I was throwing up and everything.
Oh no, here's my thing. Here's my take on the masks, and it always has been, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should just wear them because it's a health thing. The literal, like, I'm gonna be real. The people that refuse to wear them, it shows you who needs to be politely removed from society. Because, like, Asians wear, and I'm not saying that because I'm a raging liberal and I think that you should just tell people what to do, and people can use it against me. I don't give a fuck. The thing is, you are a convenience on society and those around you. And if you're not a convenience, well, in Asian countries, when people have to go out and about and they're sick, 90% of them motherfuckers mask up so they don't spread their sickness.
Okay.
Or so they don't catch it. Yeah. And it's like, why the fuck can't Americans just do that? Why can't Americans be considerate of other people in their community? That's my issue with it. It's not that, oh, you didn't obey the mandate. It's why you have to why you even run the risk of disconveniencing me and getting my family sick when you yourself are sick and you know you're sick.
You're right.
Want to beat you.
Your rights end when you interact with somebody else. Your rights end at that point once you enter their circle, so to speak.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like that's not the point. That's not the point, Lou. The point is going right over your head. If you don't have the basic consideration for your community and the people around you to not go out sick and not take precautions to try to not get people sick, then you live in a dying and decaying society.
Man.
The government shouldn't stop you from going to church. But the reason the government had to push the mask mandates is because Americans, in particular, are so fucking selfish and self-centered. About my rights, I can do what I want to, no matter how much it affects anybody else. Okay, fuck you. Fuck anybody who thinks like you. Nah, bro, I've had to deal with a lot of people like that, especially poor folks in the South and rich people in the South. Doesn't matter, regardless of race. If you're the poorest of the poor or the richest of the rich, you act like that, and it's fucking annoying.
I just think about all the people like, ooh, I can't believe you took the jab. Man, they jabbed me so many times, and I was like, give them all. But I will say, whatever drugs they gave me had me feeling so good.
You know, my argument against anybody who's anti-vaccine, I get being anti that vaccine, right? Because it was rushed, there was no studying done. But I remember talking about the measles vaccine with somebody, and they brought up a quote from the like I believe it was the founding fathers. I forget which one exactly, but it was one who lost a son to measles. And they had the scratch vaccine back there where they would scratch you with
That's the one I got.
it's some type of thing that's related to measles, so it would give you the antibodies for measles. And he didn't want to do it because back then it was dangerous to do. You could die from the disease that it gave you instead of measles, right?
Right.
But his son wound up dying from measles, and he regretted it. And he wrote extensively in his journal about it, about how if he had only given the vaccine, maybe he would be alive. And that's a choice that he had to make. But given the dangers, he doesn't know if he given the chance, he would do it again. And my thing is, I was talking to my homie because I was talking about spraying the yard for bugs because ticks have been gotten really bad.
Yeah.
And my homie's like, yeah, but that's poison. I'm like, yeah, dude, but like 100 years ago, we didn't have that. And the people who invented that knew the dangers that would bring them. And they still said, hey, it's better to have this than to not have it. Like, I think that we live technologically in the best time. And by technologically, I mean, like, with all the chemicals and everything, we live in the best time. People just eat like shit. They eat like shit. They consume like shit. And, like, the pollution of your drinking water and shit, like, that's a real concern. But nobody ever really does anything about that. They'll bitch about masks and the vaccine, but whenever they hear about their neighbors or somebody in their country's water being polluted by corporations, that's a back thought. And that's what really infuriates me about the anti-mask, anti-chemical crowd. Because it's never how do we get rid of bugs or how do we get rid of fucking let's just say ants, right? You have ants in your house because you spilled sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you get rid of them without chemicals? You don't.
You don't. I made the mistake and I skipped a spraying one year for the ticks. Oh my God, you could not go out the front door without a dozen of them on you.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like I was telling my homie that, I'm like, dude, bro, 50 to 100 years ago, we didn't have these things. And life was fucking miserable without them. Like we used to have, I'm like, bro, because of chemicals, we don't get hookworms. And he's like, what's a hookworm? And I showed him. And for those of you who don't know what a hookworm is, we are fighting a war against bugs in Panama. There is a vile, disgusting fly-like creature that literally burrows into your skin.
Oh, I know that one.
And its home is both North and South America, all the way up to Canada. But because of chemicals and magical science, we're able to keep those bugs at bay by chemically treating the area so they can't migrate, and then by using dose amounts of radiation, we're able to, because they can only breed one time in their life. So we get a bunch of I think it's a bot fly, but it's
are they like
the
scabies? Are they like scabies?
No, they literally they land on you, stick their needle in you like a regular fly, but they're putting larvae in your body, and it eats the muscle. It eats the muscle and tissue around you, and then comes out.
Oh my God!
And they can kill you if the fly lands and hits it in the wrong place, or multiple of them hits in the wrong place. Like they kill the fuck out of dogs and cats by hitting them in the neck.
Wow.
Yeah. And like it's bad, and because of they use another way they do it is they use radiation to sterilize males, and they'll fucking airdrop a shit ton of males in that region in Panama, like the isthmus, the very narrow isthmus between North and South America, and they'll drop them there. And I'm like, without chemicals, we'd still be having to deal with hookworms, bro. I'm okay with not dealing with hookworms.
Right. Something about hookworms that always struck me as really interesting. You know, the stereotype of the slow Southern guy who sits around and doesn't do much, and they're lazy and talk slow and aren't real smart.
Hey, leave me alone.
Of course I know him. He's me.
That stereotype was derived around the 1920s when hookworms were absolutely common in the South, and it didn't really matter who it was. Boy, she hates me so much. Too bad she's white. And this stereotype of the slow Southern individual is a byproduct of malnutrition, intestinal parasites, and hookworms. It's just really hard to do mental things when you're suffering from being eaten by parasites, you know. And so the learning curve was a little steeper for some of the Southern folks at the time. And this is white, black, Portuguese. It didn't matter. If you lived in the South, you'd probably had hookworms. Pre 1947 or so, when the Army Corps of Engineers came, was like, hey, by the way, half of the country sucks because they can't feed themselves enough to feed their parasites. And the government went, oh, well, shoot, let's poison everything. And then you end up with like DDT and all that stuff happening. It becomes different. But
DDT, my favorite.
Man, see, that's the thing, is like DDT was a miracle, was a bona fide absolute miracle. The problem is it became commercialized. It should never have been sold to people to use on anything personally. That should have been strictly kept in the hands of like military and like I said, Army Corps of Engineers, civilian battalion, stuff like that.
Like even just licensed crews or contractors to go out and do it once a year.
So where DDT goes wrong, and you hear a whole bunch of misinformation out there about, you know, why it ended up in the eggshells, how it ended up harming the birds, how it, you know, really deleterious to certain specific types of birds over others, and the buildup of it in the environment. None of that would have happened. None of it. If it hadn't have been for the basically the home personal use of it and the industrialized use of it on farms.
Whoops.
I'm batting 1,000, ain't I?
No, I'm just saying we lost people.
Nah, I don't. I guess Miss Cynthia had to go, and I guess Hank got bored.
Hank's probably on a different paddle right now, clipped out. So yeah, it's not so much the miraculous technology that you're talking about, these chemicals, these things. More importantly is how they're used. The fact that they exist is well enough, you know, as long as they're not used, they can't cause any real damage, but they also can't cause any benefits, right? But when you have something that persists in the environment like DDT, and you go, oh wow, or lead paint. Lead paint's another really good example. Lead has the ability to refract and reflect light in a way that other things just do not. So a lead painted window would be brighter colors of paint than a standard oil painted window, right? Or latex for that matter. Now we have titanium dioxide, and the whites are whiter and the brights are brighter, but the lead base had a refractory, it had a spectrum that it reflected. It was very effective at covering defects and stuff. And today we just don't have anything like that. The issue is lead was relatively available and other white colors were less effective. The customers decided to spend their money on lead paint because it was brighter and prettier, even though they knew as recent, like as early as 1890, 1880, that lead poisoning was an issue. Even when you go back to like the Mad Hatter, mercury poisoning, that also goes along with the lead poisoning in that same era.
Well, that's one thing that annoys me with capitalism, because consumers. Hold on, I got a video for this, and anything that gives people a choice, you can have a sit-in for it. Because like it is absolutely anything that gives people a choice. Because here's what annoys me about the capitalism aspect of it, right? You give people the choice to buy what they want with their money, and then when they buy all that stuff, and they have to deal with the repercussions because it's shiny, but it's poison and it's killing them, and then they get cancer. Then they want to sue the people who make the stuff when they've known all along the dangers. It's literally they want to pass the buck.
True.
Because democracy basically means government by the people of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
That same thing for capitalism. For the people, by the people, but retarded. But here's the thing. The issue is you can't just go fuck capitalism because people have a right to own property. They have a right to manufacture and build things and own the means of production, basically, right? And it is the best system to allow people to buy what they need. You know, logistics wise, it's the best system.
Yes.
It's when corporations and people are stupid. When corporations start trying to have only 3 days worth of supplies to sell to customers to cut costs, and then when people have fucking then when people have hold on. When people have or when people are stupid and buy things that they know are bad for them or they know that can't be good for them and then they want to sue the manufacturer. We're dealing with that as a nation with the gun debate now too. We're allowing people to sue gun manufacturers over loved ones being killed in mass shootings, which is retarded. It is absolutely retarded. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know if y'all agree with that, but it's retarded.
You've heard my theory on the three general economic forms, right? How they depend on each other. You can't have any one of them without the other two to counterbalance it, because capitalists and communists don't typically make deals, and so most of their exchange takes place through the socialist nations of the world. And I haven't seen anything that disabuses me of that notion. And so for every communist utopia you have out there, you have to have a capitalist hell state. You know, there has to be a certain balance to these two things or the whole system breaks down. And of course, you know, socialism in general is communism light and whatever you want to call it at that
I
point.
disagree with the last part, for sure.
Check your
About
PayPal,
communism
dude.
light.
Yeah. Because they are two distinct systems. Because, like, well, I mean, socialism can just be capitalism light, to be honest. Because
Yes, obviously, sure.
You know, it's its own unique thing.
I do it because it pokes fun at people. I'm usually
Like
talking to the
myself.
other side. In this case, that wasn't the direct target. Typically, I'm talking to like progressives and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they
no.
hear socialism as communism light, and they
They typically agree with you, I would assume.
Not in my experience. In my experience, that's just as bad as saying, "Oh, well, you know, socialism is, like you said, capitalism light." And you're right on both counts. Both of these statements are true, because you can have a you know, what is it, a 80-20. You can have a 60-40. You know, different nations have different levels of social systems, and the more social system a nation takes on, the more socialist it becomes by default, because these are all essentially nothing more than entitlement programs.
Oh, well, what have we got here? That's the poor box. It sure is.
Thank you, Chuck. We've got Chuck. He says, no Diddy. I'm assuming that he doesn't want any booty on the screen. Thank you, Terry, very much, Chuck.
My pleasure.
I'll be right back. I dropped my phone.
Oh, no. Without his phone, he is powerless.
True.
So I had a kitchen fire the other day.
Grease.
Yeah. Well,
how did I know?
I was cooking some stuff, and I reached up to turn it off, and the little knob broke, and I had to like push it back on and get it to the off position. And apparently I was wrong.
Yep.
What's weird though is I stood there for like, I don't know, 2 minutes, with my hand over the eye, and I thought it was cooling down. And I went back to tell my wife, I was like, hey, we need to replace these things in here. And we got tangled up in a discussion about what type of range top we were in, and the damn thing burst into flames while we were looking.
Yep.
Now, the only thing that really got damaged, is my pride, the smell of my kitchen, and the actual range top itself. So, luckily I was planning on replacing that anyway,
Yeah, that's how I burned my house down. This stove.
Dude, the worst part was I was sitting there scrolling through these range tops, and the lights blinked. And I looked at my wife and said, the kitchen's on fire, and stood up, walked out of the room. Now she's convinced I either did it on purpose or I'm psychic. But no, I just broke a knob and was like, if it made sense for whatever reason, I connected the lights blinking to that I burned it out.
I was cooking the boy pizza and put it in there and went back into the back bedroom to finish up some project I was working on. And my wife hollers at me after a few minutes. She says, I smell smoke. So I jump up, waddle my broken ass in there, and half the kitchen's in a blaze of glory. And I walked back there. I was calm, cool, and collective. I said, we need to get out the house. The house is on fire. Because I didn't want anybody to be alarmed and panic.
Right.
She thought I was
take you serious.
Yes, exactly. And finally, I had to scream, out, now.
Bro,
that's one thing that annoys the fuck out of me dealing with women is like, if you're not an emotional wreck, they do not fucking listen.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why I literally like, bitch, get the fuck up and go. The fuck? They're like, why are you talking about me like that? And that's why I just grabbed the motherfucker, throw over my shoulder, and then put her the fuck out and then go get other people.
It has taken years for my wife to realize that the more calmly I say something, the more disastrous and diabolical it has become. On 3 occasions now, I've been standing in a room and made some very plain statement like, oh no, that's bad. Right? Dip my happy ass in there to go deal with whatever it is, and then them come out and be like, wait, why didn't you tell us the house was on fire? Because I put it out. And they're like, you knew before you left the room? Well, yeah. Then why didn't you tell us? I said, oh no, that's not good. And y'all sat around hitting the bowl for another 20 minutes while I put out the fire.
But because you did not have emotion attached to it, it didn't matter.
It didn't register. It didn't register at all. Like in this case, when I was like, oh, that's the kitchen on fire. And I walked out and went and put out the fire. 20 minutes later, everybody comes in the kitchen going, well, why didn't you tell anybody? Because I put it out. Yeah. Besides, having like 12 people in a room on fire is never good when you're trying to put out a fire.
But my boy, I took his hands and put them in the back of my jeans. And I said, you hold on and do not let go till we get outside. Because by then, there was 3 feet of black haze from the ceiling down. And I said, do not let go till we're outside, because he has autism.
Yes.
So I waddle my way, get out the front door, and I got no feeling on my backside because of all the surgeries. It's dead back there. I turn around. Yeah, I turn around, and he's not there. I'm like, oh, fuck. I had to go back in and get him. He saw the smoke and the fire and froze. And it was like, and he breathed enough of that black. I mean, he could have been, it was terrible. It was terrible.
What are you talking about in chat?
A house fire is always a disaster. It doesn't matter how valuable the house is. That's somebody's home typically. And it's always just horrible. I've been lucky. I've had a few fires that got out of control and got put back into control. The worst one I experienced was the one where I burned my hands off. Like
my buddy did that. Yeah. My buddy did that.
There was this one second. I feel so dumb, but you got to remember, I was on a lot of drugs back then when my hands caught on fire, and there's like 12 people in this room because everybody noticed it at the same time and ran to the freaking fire and then stood around just going, you know.
Ooh,
And I'm trying to put out the fire, and I get it put out, but my hands are still on fire. And I stood there and looked at my hands burning because I didn't have anywhere to put them out. And I had already shook them, and that didn't get it out. And I held up my hands and looked at the guy in the door and went, I'm a hero. I stuck my hands in some dirty dishwater. It was the only thing I had available.
Oh, Lord.
My buddy was sleeping.
Good morning. Good evening, Ike. D3. How are you guys doing?
His light malfunctioned and caught on his bed light. And he caught his pillow that he was using on fire. He was asleep at the time. Well, instinct was he jumped up and grabbed the pillow to throw it outside. The problem was it was one of these memory foam pillows. So when he threw it, the pillow went, but he had all his memory foam on his hands.
Like gasoline, too.
Yep. Them things swelled up and looked like for a while he was carrying 2 footballs around. They swelled up so bad.
Like, no joke. For about 6 weeks after that burn, for the first 2 days, they just wrapped everything up to see what was going to live and what didn't. And then I go to Augusta to the burn center down there, and I get walked into this room with a whole bunch of different other burn victims, and they come in and lay a tray in front of me, and they pull out the debrider. Do you know what a debrider is?
Yes, I do.
I know like the feeling. My phone is fucking up, not Lawrence. I know the feeling. What's up, Lauren?
It looks like a fish scaler that you buy down at the B&D or whatever, right? And he comes in, she comes in, she sits down, she talks to me for a few minutes, she unwraps my hands, and as soon as air hit it, so it was bad to start with, but as soon as air hit it, it suddenly got way worse. And she's like, okay, are you going to be able to do this? I thought, I don't even know what you're doing, but I'll sit here as quietly as I can. And she hit me with that debrider, and I started laughing like the Joker. And as soon as she stopped, she looked at me, and I went, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'll try not to do that. And she hit me with that debrider again, and I started laughing again. And all
either
of that,
laugh or cry.
I don't know. I don't know. What happened is, after it happened 3 times in a row, one of the actual doctors in there come over and looked at me, looked down at the tray, and then flipped the little towel they keep over everything, to keep it all sterile.
Yeah.
And they're all of the drugs she was supposed to give me were still lined up on that tray. She was hitting me raw, bro. And he said, well, sir, different people respond to pain in different ways. And the same thing happened when I got a tattoo, only it wasn't as diabolical. It wasn't as maniacal, right? It didn't tickle. It hurt. It just, for whatever reason, rather than screaming or crying, I laugh.
Yep. I know people like that.
I loved getting a tattoo. Getting tattoos feels great.
How did it feel when you got that Prince Albert?
Wonderful even.
Yeah.
But no, I have a tattoo.
I got a GIF I gotta send you, dude. I've got a GIF I gotta send you. Hold on.
I wonder if I should show the Discord my tattoo. It's a naked lady in a pose with her hair, except for she's a mushroom lady. She's got a mushroom head, and it's funny.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna be getting some more tattoos here soon. Another one of my little cousins, my second favorite cousin. He lives across the way, and he's a tattoo artist. So he's the one who did that tattoo.
A legit artist?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I went through it, D3. I went through it, and I'll go through it again because I went through it. You actually inspired me not to do that. I went through the comments that had me wanting to do it. Like I liked Ike's comment about the narrative, but NPC and everybody else was talking about the narrative, and it's like I don't want to give people
Fodder.
narrative about it's not even that. I don't think that people should be like I didn't let 111 on because I don't want the doxing drama bullshit. And he just messaged me and tried to call me. I'm like, I'm streaming. Why are you messaging me and trying to call me?
He wants to
And
complain to get on. That's
well,
why.
no. He wanted me to come on to a channel about drama, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, bro. Like, I have shit in my personal life. I come here to chill and to shoot this shit and joke around and mess with people. I don't come here for your drama. I don't care about your people. Hold on, real quick. Oh, say something for me.
Speaking of drama,
What's up?
how's it going? Nah, I just show my
Oh,
avatar
shit.
so people think we're fighting, so then that way more people will come over here.
Oh, people can think what they want. I have no enemies. I just like to fuck with you because it's an easy target. Me and Kev laugh our asses off. I don't
Yeah,
give
I
a
know.
fuck
I'm
what
just having
anybody. I
fun.
don't give a fuck what
But
anybody else
that's what
does.
lol pals are for, OG.
Yeah, is there? No, I heard we was talking
Well,
about tattoos.
yeah, I'm thinking about getting some more tattoos. I told this is the one I was talking to Dusty about it, and he showed it. I think we showed it on his stream. Fucking, it's been a minute since I had talked about it. But the IRA.
Yes.
And some of their propaganda. There's this one where this young, like 20-something-year-old chick is fighting. I think in Belfast. I don't know, but they're fighting. They're fighting, and she's posted up with an M16 around a corner, and it just looks really awesome. I'm thinking about getting it on my back. Let me
Well,
see if I
that's
can find it.
based.
I'll
That's
show it.
based. How's everybody else been? How you been doing, Sasquatch, man? I ain't talked to you in a schminute.
I'm chilling like a villain, cheating, robbing, rhyming, stealing, trying not to burn my house down no more. Right?
Good shit. Good shit. Chuck?
Hey, what up, my man? My neighbor.
Yes.
Yeah, just I woke up.
Even if it's a fake image, it's cool. It's cool as fuck, and it really doesn't have any meaning to me. It might hell for all I know. It might be a cover for the IRA songs when
Could be.
they package their songs. I just don't want a dude in a balaclava on my body. That seems very weird.
You don't want to push Icy tattoo?
No, I don't know if this is a real chick, but it claims that this is the backstory. But there's a colored version of this, and I'm gonna get the colored version.
It's kind of fire. Not gonna lie.
But that's what if I get it, that's what I want to get.
It's kind of fire.
But no, like I was just doing a stream because I'm about to go hang out with the homies again. I was just doing like an hour and a half stream.
Yeah,
I'm
just
waiting on them to message me.
make sure you proofread when you post a message.
Well, I got a little bit longer. The homie's not ready yet.
Oh, okay,
I'm
bad.
gonna wait until they walk in. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yes. But no, fucking. I think that IRA picture. So no, apparently this one with her was not faked, and this was apparently this was in Dublin.
Yeah, it was real.
Okay, that's kind of
Why were
cool.
you there? How you know that?
Well, Chuck is an omnipresent. Chuck is Father Time. He's omnipresent throughout all things.
Because I remember when that shit was going on. It was in the news a lot.
It was 1973.
Yep.
God damn, bro, you almost out of here.
Thank you.
It's fucked up.
My kid tells me that all the time.
Chuck was there. I had a homie who wanted to get the Yakuza tattoo, and I looked at him like, why?
Ooh.
You're not Japanese. You're not in the Yakuza. It's one thing to like art. It's another thing to. It's not. I don't believe cultural appropriation is a thing, but it's another thing to like. I don't know, man. It's just fucking weird.
outright steal something just for like the aesthetics, basically.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah. I can't dig it. I can't dig that either. The Yakuza are actually nice people, though.
I mean, they've been forced out of government. They've been forced out of their entire society, basically. They got to be a little bit nice.
Yeah, they have no choice but to be nice. Like,
so they can't get a loan. They can't rent houses. They can't even get they can't even get a bank account.
Yeah, that kind of fucking sucks. I mean, but I'm staying out of their fucking business, you know. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But at the same time, I don't think that's completely morally correct. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you kind of fucked up there, broski. Like, like you kind of did it to yourself. But half of the people that
that's why I'm trying to figure out. Like, why does my homie want a gang tattoo from another country?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, yeah, they look cool, but I mean, just get something like adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Just get something adjacent.
Well, I mean, like if he wants the koi fish shit, like I get that. I get it because koi fish and the art style, like because we're if you were born after the 1985, you grew up on anime and Japanese, a large percentage of Japanese culture. So you're gonna like the art style. 90% of the people born in that time range, right? Even to now, you're gonna like that art style. But I just don't get it. But we have a donut, so excuse me 1 minute, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, what have we got here? That's the poor box. It sure is.
Thank you, Ike. Showing support, no acknowledgement needed as usual. We are going to give you acknowledgement because I am thankful, and this is a customer or member or friend or viewer supporter thanks stream, good sir. I don't know if you said you didn't want any booty, but you wanted something played for Miss D3 whenever you donate, so we will do that. I showed my friend this video that's coming over, and I showed my cousin, his baby mama, and her brother. They thought this shit was the funniest shit on the face of the planet.
I know. Oh shit! Are you
What's up,
sure
Cynthia?
you're albino, bro? Are you white or black? You're black? Oh shit, bro! This is lit. Say the N-word and prove it. Prove it? What do you? It says say the N-word and prove it. Bro, that's hilarious because this Mexican right next to you said the N-word 1,000 times in his life. Like, come on, bro, say that shit. You got it. That's funny. So do you feel uncomfortable saying the N-word because people don't notice that you're black?
Version of the N-word.
What? Jesus Christ, bro. Woo! That got heavy, dude. That one was heavy, right? I know you're black, but you seem very Caucasian when you said that. Bro, the way he hit that R right there, dude, there was a little whip sound at the end.
Now, I don't...
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, we were discussing this clip the other day. I forget where we were at. And I was telling the people, I led that comedian everywhere. The comedian wasn't running it. Ike was running that whole scenario.
Yeah, no, that shit was great. D3, Ike said whenever he donates, instead of playing booty, play that for you. I believe that's what was said, and that's what I've been doing. I'm sorry if I'm not following the requests properly, but I do thank you for your support, Ike.
And then we were talking about tattoos, getting a big R with a whip crack on it because of that.
Oh my lord.
We were just clowning around. It was just funny at the time.
I gotta go get a tattoo pretty soon. Hey,
What you
Cynthia,
think
you
about
still
Kev?
hate every fiber of my being, or what?
No, because you're onto a story that I want to be investigate more, and that's the NPC in Snow. I saw you the other
There's
day,
a snake in the woods.
and I wanted to come up, but I wasn't really in the best. But I'm definitely following that. What do you
Oh yeah,
mean?
it's definitely going down. Trust me, I'm dragging this shit out. But no, I mean, I got the leaks, and you know, it's gonna come out. And fuck Kev for trying to get ahead of me of it before. Like,
What?
did you see what Kev did?
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Orthodox, for like kind of changing the fucking topic. I'm
I don't
so
care. Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, but and then Chuck, we got to go. What do you mean? There's a snake in the grass, Chuck? Like, what does that
We'll
mean?
talk about it later.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No, you can't do
No,
all that now.
so
Hold up. No, you can't do all that now, Chuck. Spill the beans.
I'm finishing putting my facts together.
yeah,
okay.
put your facts
I'm
together.
not quite done
Anyway,
yet.
Because that's
Kev,
a unique
Kev
story.
knew. Yeah, but Kev knew that I had the exclusive. Kev knew that I was gonna go live later on that day. This motherfucker cleared his schedule 2 hours ahead of me, went live, and then was like, "I'm gonna get ahead of the rest of."
Is that what the rogue wave was about?
Yes, yes. Go back and watch it. He literally said that in the beginning of the stream. I was like, Kev, you piece of shit. He knew I was out doing
That
errands.
is
I was at the
funny.
bank. I was so pissed because and he was like, I'm not even gonna drive it, whatever the case may be. I'm just like, bro, like, come on, bro.
I fucking love, dude. Kev is a masterclass troll. I fucking love Kev to death.
Kev trips
Fact.
me out when his voice changes because it really sounds like a whole different person.
No, dude.
Yeah.
So I used to do the voice change like Kev until I got beat down into adulthood, and then Kev saw
Oh,
Kev doing. I'm like, I used to enjoy doing that, and I'm
yeah.
gonna bring it back because it's funny. It's
Well,
fun
people
to
think
have fun.
you're crazy. People think you're crazy when you do it, but you have a
I
different
don't get, but I don't give a fuck.
right.
Fuck
I
those
feel
people.
it, trust me. But Restos, because this is good. This is an interesting take on me because I don't know if you know, but one time, NPC and I had a situation, and like we thugged it out. Like we were on each other going at it. I don't remember what stream it was on, but we just had this harsh talk, this harsh conversation, and we were good. And it was nothing, right? So to see him and Snow and it not be something that he can overcome or he can just move past is that's suspicious. Like that's piqued my interest. Like, why can't you just move past this? Why, like, what is this? Was it something deeper? Was there, not saying a romantic relationship, but like, were y'all friends and your feelings were hurt and you're just not able to process it? But I do feel like there is an underlying story there.
Well,
There
see,
is. There is.
crap.
I'm just waiting on that green book. That's the only thing I'm waiting on. Once I get that green book, I'm leaking. I don't care.
What's a green book?
Oh, that's her green book. She has a green book full of notes, and she's going. And apparently,
Oh,
Kev has it, but I don't have it yet. So
Well,
it just depends. Yeah.
I have been gone, and Crab said, and then you didn't leak it anyway. You answered that question. I feel like it was capped to get attention.
Yep.
I will be streaming on the drama stuff tomorrow for longer because like this is probably
oh,
gonna be an hour 30-minute stream.
okay,
Because
okay.
like when my homie gets here is when I'm gonna hit the end video, tell you guys good night. But I'm in the process of talking to Snow about it, and I'm gonna reach out to Melanie about their drama. Um, but
Well, yay. I mean, not yay, but yay.
actually, that's the knock. So give me 1 second.
I mean, it's like, come on. Reality TV's got to have a little spice in it.
Crab. It's not fake. Trust me, it's not fake.
Well,
It's not fake at all.
I'm gonna be talking to Snow throughout the night, and a morning show. I might bring her up because my next stream I'm planning on talking about it because I did want to go into detail about how stupid a lot of the YouTube bullshit is.
It is. And
But
I got demodded over there, and I have no clue why. And so it's interesting to me to see a man being this emotional
Yep.
behind somebody else on a pan. Like, it's there. What is it? What is it?
Things are not what they seem, Miss Cynthia.
Man, isn't that ever the truth? And that's so you can't get mad when you become content. You can't be somebody who does deceitful stuff. And when people start to see it and it starts to come to light and we start snooping around and doing investigations, people can't be mad. What's done in the dark always comes to light.
Yep, that is true. That's all I'm gonna say about it. You know, I'm not gonna try to hype it up
Sunshine
more
is the
than it is.
purifier.
But I mean, like I got what I got. You know what I'm saying? Kev got what he got, and then hey, it's gonna come out. So I mean, sorry, NPC, unless you fucking stop me, the Cash App's open. Send pizza a Cash App, and then maybe I might not do it.
How does it feel to buckle to a woman, Resto?
What do you mean by that, sir?
Just for your statement, send the Cash App to my woman.
Oh
Not
yeah,
to
because
me,
I don't
to my
fucking need
woman.
it. Yeah, because I don't need it.
Oh.
And then you saved me the time from sending her a Cash App. So what's up? I don't understand.
Anyways, yeah, so I'll be stay tuned in for that. Is there any
There's a lot there, Cynthia.
Oh, I can't wait. Is there any other breakups or what do you call the starting of a relationship? Blooming relationships, YouTube ships that I need to be made aware of? Because these things move rapidly on the panelverse.
You following the Paul saga?
Oh, speaking of Paul, listen, Chuck. I can't help but notice that Paul is doing a lot of guest appearances on NPC.
You know why, don't you?
Did he go to yours, Resto?
No, absolutely not.
His woman left him, so he's reverting back to his old ways.
So, in case y'all don't go back as Paul used to have panels like this, and they would be full.
Yep.
However, with his personality would run people off, and eventually people just didn't start doing the panels as much or hitting the panel link. But Paul is an entertainer and he can carry a stream all by himself. But
he threw all them people off, Cynthia. They just didn't leave. He got rid of them.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
And so then he started doing the verticals. And so now he's been stuck on the verticals for a while now, actually. And he's had good numbers, about the same. You see the same people over there that were at the streams. But now
he's not gaining.
Yeah, but now he's not. He's holding steady. So it's interesting to see him partaking in all the new places that came by way of Flow. Let's never deny that. Came by way of Flow. Who now he's popping up on all of their panels screaming, Flow's copying me. Flo wants to be like me. And that's an interesting.
And I shut that shit down yesterday. That shit was so fucking gay.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's his.
On NPCs last night.
I quit watching the man.
That's his way, his talk.
Wait, NPC was live last night?
Yeah. I think
so. Dude, I've been on so many shrooms and so much fucking weed and alcohol. Like my day, I know I've been gone 3 days and I only know I've been gone 3 days because that's the last time I streamed. It could be more, to be honest. I don't know.
Oh yeah, El Piro could give you a lot of backstory
for sure.
Well, come on up, Wizard.
Well, you're about to end in 17 minutes.
Fair. Well, actually, sooner than that. Actually.
Oh, okay. Well, dun 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 dun.
Hey, no. Hey, look, I appreciate you addressing Miss Cynthia, but haters aren't welcome over here, Shadow Buddha.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Shadow Buddha, for letting me know. Because I was in the hospital looking. I was like, damn, I got demodded. And I thought
but were the prayers real?
Oh. Ooh, that's a
good
All right. Hey. Look, NPC, look, I don't give a fuck about his mod team and the friends that he has that hate me, but NPC is a good dude. So let's not do that.
Yeah, D3, I was thinking about
I gotta go. I'm getting some intel. I'm getting a phone call. I'm getting some intel.
If you go live, have a panel so I can ask questions. Okay.
Drop your link in chat
Yes, ma'am.
because my homie is on the way. I didn't know you were in the hospital either, Cynthia.
Okay.
Whew. But praise God, everything worked in perfect sync. I couldn't
Praise God, man.
never missed a beat. And I mean,
I've had non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
There's
Wrong
another
clip.
one.
I thought I had the praise God clip. My bad.
There's another one that's taking a left. Yeah, he's taking a left turn too.
Well, the homie's here, so I don't have time. But El Pero's
All
going
right, babe.
live. Y'all can hit it.
All right.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you for those who support me. I will be going live when we get done doing what we got to do later tonight. I may be very high and or drunk, so don't make fun of me and don't come over here. And Shadow Buddha, I'm just joking. You're welcome over here.
Thank you.
I don't know why you guys have the problem with me you have with me. Don't really care. But thank you for coming up, Chuck. Any final thoughts, old man?
Be good. Don't hurt yourself. Everybody have a great day.
Napalm. All right, guys. My homies just got here. I love you. Appreciate it. This was a quick stream for the supporters out there. Let y'all know that I was all right. Hit that El Pero link. He's going live. Thank you all. You have a wonderful night. I will either go live when I get back tonight. That's the plan. But if I am too high and or drunk, I will probably just go live in the morning. Morning show. I'm trying to do y'all's morning shows because I was told everybody loves the morning show. So y'all have a good night. Deuces.
And Tropicana gets